What's up, y'all? It is Mary.
And Amma.
And today we are going to be talking about Al B. He has come out and he is stating, he is stating, man, that he thinks Kim Porter needs to be reopened, her death investigation.
He is imploring, okay, NYPD, the DA's office, he's imploring that they reopen investigation on Kim Porter. He calls her Lady KP. That they reopen that, okay? Now, what we're hearing out here is that allegedly when the first ME, the first medical examiner that came, that, saw her body, examined her, right? That he had a different, he said he ruled it a homicide, okay? And then the second one that came now said that it's pneumonia.
Wow.
So they're like, okay, well, how did it change? And people are insinuating that Diddy must have paid off
the coroner.
some people, right. But yesterday I was watching that place that's called Law and Crime? Okay.
Law and Crime Network.
Law and Crime.
On
And
YouTube.
so they had someone there who I do believe was a former ME, and he was saying that someone who died at the age that Kim Porter died, which was 6 years ago, 2018.
Yeah.
I think she would have been 54. I'm not sure this year.
Let me look.
So that means she died in her 40s, right? That's young. That's young. I've had pneumonia 5 times.
47.
Okay, so she died at the age of 47.
Yeah, November
That's
15th,
young.
2018.
That's young. I've had pneumonia 5 times. Lord, Allah Akbar, I'm still alive. Lord have mercy. Let me tell you, okay, I am still alive. Ooh, when I think about that, ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay, but I've had pneumonia 5 times. You can die from it. You can suffocate. Honestly, you do feel like you're drowning. All of that, all right? But because of her age, okay, we are not expecting this person to die at this age. She's too young. Okay, so immediately when that first medical examiner examines that body, they're first going to rule it a homicide. That's just a rule that they have. Until they do the investigation and then find out exactly what was the cause of death.
Right.
Okay, so it's not that there was like a discrepancy, it's their rule that, okay, she was not well, she's found to be dead, there was not any struggle, visible sign of struggle. Okay, they looked around her, I think they said there was a little bit of blood around her mouth, right? They looked at her, they saw that she had gone to a doctor, she had some prescriptions, some antibiotics prescriptions. So they still have to do the investigation. They rule it a homicide, but they have to do investigation, right, to say, okay, yes, it actually either was a homicide or this is how she died. So that second medical examiner, when they did the exam, they found out that yes, she does have, he said that she had exudate. There's this kind of like, exudate is like a pus, and it's like, can be kind of yellowish, greenish. And so they found that in her lungs, and that's how they ruled that it was pneumonia. Now, at first, I was thinking I was with it. I was riding with him when he was saying all of that. I was like, yes, that makes sense. That does make sense, whatever. I've been in the nursing world, so I got it. Then when he talked about the exudate, I was like, because I've had pneumonia 5 times. And the thing about pneumonia for me, okay, the thing that's different with pneumonia for me than when I had bronchitis or when I had the flu, is that exudate, is that phlegm that comes out. It's different.
Can't you get that from overdosing on
It's
drugs?
different. It's not, mine was never, with pneumonia, that's how I always usually know. I don't have that greenish, yellowish pulse. I don't.
But can't you
It's
get that from
actually
overdosing
white.
on drugs, though?
Well, this is what the guy asked. He said that with pneumonia, the way my mouth looks, the way it comes out, it looks like someone who is overdosing from drugs. It's white and foamy.
So it's still
It's
still
white
a
and
mystery.
foamy. It's
still a
white
mystery.
and foamy for me, and I've had pneumonia 5 times.
Well, that means it
Never
could
be
have been.
pussy, and so
It could have been an overdose on drugs. So that means what you're saying is
No,
it's
no.
still suspect.
So I'm just, I wish I was there. Like, I wish I was there to ask this guy, based on my experience, because I've had pneumonia 5 times. Now the guy was saying he has had it 3 times. Well, I've had it 5 times. Never has it been a different color. It's always like a white, frothy foam. That's the difference.
But I saw that on a murder show when somebody overdosed on drugs and his
And
his
so-
wife had killed him by poisoning his stuff with rat poison. He had that white foam when they
Okay.
showed the criminal stuff.
Right.
So it's still
So-
up in the air. It's still
So I was rocking with him. I was like, yes, it makes total sense. These people always holding on to something. And then he said this, I was like, So now I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck again. You know, but then he did say, because the guy asked him, the interviewer asked him, is there any drug or something that she could have been giving, right? Where you can't trace it after a few hours, you can't trace that the drug is in her system, but also could have killed her. Now, he said he doesn't know of any. He said, but of course he doesn't know every drug. Of course you don't. You don't know every drug. You know, I mean, there could be something something in that's not in the West. There could be some other kinds of medicines in other parts of the world that you're not privy to, you know. So it's still
up in the air.
But even if they open up the investigation again, like if a drug like that does exist, it will be long gone. It'll be long gone from her system. No, because it'll be long gone from her system. You know why? Because if they couldn't find it then, right?
Well, we don't know because they're saying he paid them off. So maybe they saw it, they just didn't report it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because it might be in the bones or the tissue. Well, there might not be any tissue because it's been, 6 years? Well, how long does it take for a body to disintegrate into ashes?
It's been
Well, did they
6 years.
cremate her? Because they did all. It's gone. There's no hope.
I don't know. You know, the thing is, I know that sometimes we want to hold on to stuff. We do. And sometimes we want to say, well, maybe this happened, maybe this happened, maybe this happened. Maybe this person was paid off and stuff, you know? I want to say, because with all the respect for her family, and though, recently my mom passed away, and all the respect for her children too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling where you're just like, you know, if this happened, she wouldn't have died. If this, you know, should we go back and investigate? You know what I'm saying? For a moment there, I had that with my mom too. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. There was a moment there that I was like, okay, you know. But, you know, 6 years have passed. I kind of want to implore people out there who are running with this. You know, some things you're never going to find the answers to. Like, she's gone, you know. I kind of want to say for her to rest in peace. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's very hard on her family right now, because you see the tape that happened with Cassie, and you read all this stuff about a guy that she dated, that she had 3 children with, and you, the family, is kind of like, wow, you know? And you want some kind of justice for your daughter, your mother, you know, your sister, right? And I get it. I really do. You know, but I don't know if you will find anything now.
Yeah.
So if you go down this rabbit hole, it's like probably reopening maybe things that have healed, that you have tried to heal, like hoping for something that you're never going to get, you know? You're never going to get her back, you know? She's not coming back, you know?
It's
So sometimes
sad.
maybe you have to just let her rest in peace.
It's really sad.
Because honestly, to tell you the truth, she is in, what I had to comfort myself with is the fact of just saying, she's in a better place. And when I think about that, I smile, actually. You know, she just is. My mom is in a better place than any of us can ever hope.
Yeah.
You know, and she's happy. She has been reunited with her loved ones.
With her mom,
You know,
great grandma.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, Kim Porter, she's out there as beautiful as ever, even more beautiful than you can imagine. And one day you guys will all reunite with her in less than 100 years. Probably all of us, everybody on earth here, most of earth will be gone, you know? So that's all I can say, you know?
Yeah.
So sorry for your loss and stuff, but yeah, you know, I don't know, you know, is it worth it going down that rabbit hole?
Yeah. That might be too heartbreaking for the kids.
You know?
Because they don't have a parent. All they really have is Diddy. He's not perfect, but that's the only parent they have.
That's all they have.
Yeah. So we don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all. We'll see you guys on the next video.
Okay, bye.